I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of...
Hello and welcome to the Nerd Emotion, and today an interesting story, one that was sent to me by a chap called Luke John, who's also got a YouTube channel. I will put a link to his channel in the description. This story is kind of annoying, and it just shows the duplicity of how things are at the moment. I just think it's a joke. So this is the story. This is on BBC News. This was 2 weeks ago, but I said I would do a video because I find it fascinating. But it says here, diplomats owe more than 143 million in London congestion charges, or what we call ULEZ. Diplomats owe more than 143 million to TfL for unpaid ULEZ. Figures reveal the US Embassy owes the largest amount, 14 million. The Embassy of Japan owes over 10, and Togo owes 40 quid. The figures from TfL relate to unpaid fees and fines incurred by diplomats between the launch of the congestion charge in 2003 and the end of last year. In a statement, the American Embassy said it believed that they were exempt from the charge, claiming it is a tax, which, America, I am with you on that. However, America, you have introduced the very same stealth tax in New York, and it'd be interesting to know if any of our diplomats have travelled out there and whether we've paid for our congestion charges in your cities. Anyway, it goes down, and this is where I find this fascinating. TfL said in a statement, "We and the UK government are clear that the congestion charge is a charge for a service and not a tax." So could you tell me what the service is? I mean, you create a service where you fine people for air or polluting the air, but you can pollute the air if you pay. It's totally all right. This means that diplomats are not exempt from paying it. Well, what a load of old cobblers. The majority of embassies in London do pay the charge, but there remains a stubborn minority who refuse to do so, despite our representation through diplomatic channels. We will continue to pursue all unpaid congestion charge fees and related penalty charge notices, and are pushing for the matter to be taken up in the International Court of Justice. I mean, flipping, what an absolute waste of taxpayers' money. Honestly, you're chasing people that are never going to pay, and do you really think it's a good idea upsetting the very people that you're trying to work with? But then I'm equally as annoyed that you would, well, the local people get absolutely stuffed, and you've got like NHS workers who, on the radio, that poor lady that rang into LBC saying she couldn't even afford a pint of milk because, you know, basically Khan was just absolutely taxing the hell out of her, and he said, "Oh well, we've got a scrappage scheme." I mean, the guys. Anyway, we will not go there again. Yeah, there's got to be something done. I mean, it's not just diplomats. We at Huddersfield, the Huddersfield University has a lot of Qatari students, and quite often they bring their cars over and basically park them all throughout the town centre, outside the coffee shops that they like, and they don't pay for parking, and they block it all up for everybody else. But because they're on Qatari plates, they can't really be prosecuted. One nearly took me out the other day just from absolute shockingly bad driving. And one of them that was a repeat offender with a Mercedes AMG G-Wagon, I put it out there on Twitter what was going on, and then West Yorkshire Police decided to go and have a look at the car, and it turns out the driver of the car, it wasn't his car, he's not insured, hasn't got any insurance, and I don't even know if he had a driving licence. And because they can get away with it, they just keep doing it. Huddersfield University don't care. They're not interested. So they just get away with it. And local people, we have our cars taken off us. We have fines. If you don't pay the fine fast enough, it goes up. And these guys just do whatever they like. It's not really fair. And it's not right. And I'm sure it wouldn't happen if I took my British car out to Qatar and just kept parking it everywhere and getting fines. I wonder what would happen. Anyway, just an interesting story I thought I'd tell you. And in the comments, tell me what you think. Am I being unreasonable? Do you have a different opinion? I mean, it wasn't that long ago where a diplomat's wife ran over a young man on a motorcycle, and she didn't get in any trouble at all, despite the fact she was on the wrong side of the road. What do you think? Please put your comments below. Also, I've added this on at the end of, I'm going to do it on most videos I do, a couple of channels that I think are really cool. Go and check out a small channel that's doing really well, and he is a good guy. He's from Yorkshire. It's called Tyke Trucking, if you like, proper Yorkshire LV trucking. Go and check his channel out. And then if you want a really big channel, massive one, check out Grind Hard Plumbing. And what they do is they take things like a little Barbie kids Jeeps and turn them into fire-breathing monsters that they drive around like absolute lunatics. So check those channels out below. I've been the Nerd in Motion. I'll catch you on the flip side. Keep it the shiny side up, and I'll see you all soon.